What's up, petrol heads, and welcome to the Boostsa podcast. Tonight's podcast, we're going to be interviewing Jody van Square. He's got JVS tuning, and he also owns that 2-liter 20 valve boosted Mk1 Golf that runs 10.3 quarter miles. But before we jump into Jody, I just want to show you guys, just to give a shout out to our homies from Stone Deaf. Stone Deaf always hook me up with all the t-shirts that I wear, and most often it's petrol head inspired. They don't only have petrol head t-shirts, they've also got lifestyle apparel, beard, cycling, that kind of thing. If you want to see their stock, the easiest thing to do is just jump into Takealot and search for Stone Deaf, and you'll see all of the stock that they've got there. Everything is available online, and they will deliver right to your door. So check it out if you're looking for some petrol head inspired apparel. Let's jump onto the show. And we are recording. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Boostsa podcast. And tonight, if you've been following us on Facebook, you would know we've got Jody van Square. What's up, Jody? How you doing there, boss?
How's it, man? How you doing? Good.
I'm all right. I don't want to say this anymore, but lockdown has got me down in every single way. But it's like, it's cuck, dude. And it's just, look, we're just banging the same drum all the time. How's it? Oh, lockdown is bad. How you doing? Oh, no, I'm tired of lockdown. We just can't say it anymore. It is what it is. It just needs to get done. It needs to get done so you can go race and I can go take photos and videos of you guys racing.
That's what we need to do, yeah.
That's what needs to happen right now to make me happy.
Yeah.
A lot of people would know that you drive this car. And before we go on, I'm just going to share the screen just so that everybody can have a look at what the car is. There you go. Can you see that there, Jody?
That's her.
That's the one. That's the one. That is the 10.3 second quarter mile Mk 1. So we're going to come back to more of those pictures a little bit later on. We're going to show the build, we're going to show the interior, show some of the work in progress that you've done. But you and I know each other for a lot longer than for what I think the close part of maybe 9-10 years. When that car, you won a Boostsa competition where we were giving away was it a bonnet wrap?
It was a bonnet wrap, a carbon. Well, we went for carbon, but it was a bonnet wrap.
Yeah. That's right. It was a carbon bonnet wrap when it was still okay to put bullshit carbon fiber on your car. You can't get away with that anymore, guy. It's got to be real carbon fiber. You can't sticker. You can't sticker anymore.
No.
Was that that was 9-10 years ago? Did you still have? Was it that particular car that we just showed now? Or was it a completely different chassis and show?
No, that's a completely different car. Yeah.
Okay. What's ever happened to that one?
Look, that car, it was a daily drive, and then I raced it as well.
Okay.
And then we went to the 16 valve engine, and we started breaking gearboxes. And then
and you still
we'd race on a Saturday. We'd race on a Saturday, and then I have to tow the car back and fix the gearbox to go to work on Monday. So that turned into a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So I decided to get another car as a race car.
Let's jump into this 10.3 second car of yours. It's a fully fledged drag car. We just showed a picture of it now. When do you start building that car?
Probably about, I'd say 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I decided just to get something that I can use for racing only.
Okay.
And then I swapped the white car's engine into that car basically. So it was about 5 years ago, I think. Yeah.
Okay, and it's just been a work in progress from there. It's been a car that you've been improving on all the time, just to go faster and faster and faster. And as we stand now, before lockdown, you've consistently been doing 10.3s, or you've been backing it up all the time. I want to actually get into this car. So before we go in, I'm going to open up the picture, and then you can maybe just give us a bit of an idea of explain the car to us a little bit.
Sure.
So there we go. That is your Mk 1, right? You said you've got this for what, 5 years so far. Give us. I wanna go through this over here. If I go forward a little bit, that's the car from the back. Obviously you got the chute on the back there. We'll come back to that a bit later on. I'm just gonna go through all of these. That's the front of the car. It looks good. It looks awesome. And I see this little intake, this little reverse hood scoop. Is that going straight into the turbo?
That's going straight into the turbo.
Okay, so you don't often see that. You don't see that in a lot of cars.
It's in the States you see it quite a bit.
Okay.
That's where we get the ideas from, from the States, because they go fast, so we kind of copy them.
Okay, and you don't think like putting a shroud over that sort of like a scoop would be to sort of channel the air? Does that not make any difference? Does that do
that would help? Yeah. Look, I'm not too sure how much that helps because the air is probably going over that hole.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, the
That's what I
turbo
was
sits a
thinking.
bit low, so
Hmm.
that's about all I could do there.
Okay, cool. It looks good though. That's the side of it. And you got the green engine bay. We're gonna check that out there now. These are obviously which wheels are you got a different set of wheels on compared to there. Those are your full on drag front and back.
Those are the drag wheels, yeah. And then
Okay.
that's just to cart it around, basically.
Okay, so when you're moving the car to and from the track, then you can use these in the front.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get into this. That's a shoot there. We'll come back. That here we go. These are the money shots. This is where I actually want to be. So talk to us about this motor. What motor are you running?
This is a 2-liter 20 valve built. You know, it's got all the best parts in it. Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about that motor. Talk to us about the internals. You got a 2-liter 20 valve, right? With regards to cams, your pistons, crank, things like that. The displacement on this 2-liter motor, is it still straight 2-liter? Have you bored out in any way? Have you done any sort of re-sleeving, or what are we looking at inside that motor?
That is basically the standard engine block that the 1.8 turbo comes with.
Okay.
That it's got 83 mil pistons in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that much bigger than the standard thing.
Okay.
And then obviously we've got the 2-liter crank in there, which makes it a 2-liter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the rods and pistons obviously all import. It's got aluminium rods in it.
Okay.
The JE pistons that we use there.
Okay, so that's a lot lighter.
The cams, yeah, the aluminium rods are lighter. They can take a bit more beating.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do over rev them, then you know you kind of throw them away and you buy a new set.
Okay.
It's the only downfall of them. Yeah.
And that's what you don't want to do, because importing those things are
No.
not cheap. They are not cheap at all.
No,
Okay.
they're not. The head is basically there's no porting on the head, so the only thing we've done there is we've used obviously strengthened the stronger valves, let's say.
Yeah.
It's got a spring kit in it, high rev
I was
kit.
about, okay, so it's about the spring kit, yeah.
Yeah, titanium retainers, you know, the usual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cams, you know, the cams make it go, so it's got cat cams in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and that's what a lot of these, a lot of it comes down to those internals. When you start pushing times like you're doing, which is 10.3s consistently, how reliable has that motor been? Because like you said, you've been having breakages, but I don't think it's ever been the motor really.
It hasn't been the engine, no.
It hasn't been the engine. The engine is going strong all the time. It's everything around the engine that starts giving issues.
Yeah. Yes,
so,
yes. The engine is kind of bulletproof. It was built to be bulletproof.
Okay.
The engine is capable of 1,000 horsepower.
Oh my goodness.
We'd never use that in Akilani.
But you should. You should, just because you can. Just put bigger tires.
We make black stripes down the whole circuit. So.
What size tire are you? Well, oh, don't answer that. I'm not going to ask you that. We've got some Facebook questions which we asked, and some people have asked you some questions already. So we're going to get to those later on. They've asked you the question that I wanted to ask you, so they're going to be upset if I don't tell them that it was them that asked the question. So we're going to get to that later on. We're going to talk about the wheels and things. I want to get back onto the share screen over here. So we've been through where we are. We've been there already. Talk to me about this turbo here.
That is a Garrett GTX 3484 RS.
Okay.
So it's a ball bearing turbo. It's the generation 2, so it's the later model of them.
Okay.
It's also 1,000 horsepower capable turbo. At the moment, it's not even close to where we should be with it.
So you're not even, I mean, you're not even idling these things. I mean, these things could.
No, that thing's at ease.
Okay. And this big black box over there, is that some sort of a cooler?
Yeah, that's a charge cooler that we run instead of the air-to-air intercooler that normally sits in the front of the car.
Okay. Why are people, I'm going to go back out of it quickly. Why, I see a lot of people, we're speaking to Rudy as well. Very similar motor, very similar, I don't say similar setup, but also running a charge cooler. I mean, how common are those? I mean, why run the charge cooler as opposed to an intercooler?
They're not very common. Reason being is it's a bit more of a headache to use, because you got to have ice, water. You got to run through it to keep obviously the charge cooler. But in the States they use it often on the big cars like V8s, not so much the 4-cylinders, because I don't think they're actually allowed to use it in their classes.
Okay.
But for us, we've seen some advantages of it in terms of it's normally keeping the charge cooler than ambient temperature.
Okay.
And sometimes at Kilon it can get quite hot. You know,
Dude, it can get
so
super hot. Summertime, when you get to the
yeah,
end of the year, like December, January, it gets crazy out at Killarney.
yeah. So in that sense, I think it's definitely helping us.
Okay. When you compare it to a normal intercooler, let's assume you had a big fuck of intercooler in there. I mean,
Yeah.
what works better? Would you still choose the charge cooler over the intercooler?
If you take a look at, I don't know if you can call it physics, but the intercooler can only get as cool as ambient temperature. So
True.
let's say it's a 30
It's like a
30 degrees
radiator.
Celsius day outside.
Mm.
Your minimum temperature is going to be 30 degrees. You know?
Yeah, no matter which way you look at it.
Of course, and then the more you start boosting, the more it just goes up the temperature.
Okay.
So we starting with a charge cooler, we can start anything from like 6 degrees, 6 to 10 degrees. You know,
so it's like you've actually, you know, in essence, you sort of got slightly more control over cooling the components down.
Yeah,
that does make a lot of sense. But like
we kind of offset the delta, you know, so that we start cooler and we kind of end cooler compared to an intercooler.
That makes sense. And like with anything else, I mean, not only car parts, anything at all, the cooler they run, the better. I mean, the heat is the enemy. Ultimately, heat is always the enemy.
100%, yeah.
Okay, let's get back to this other picture here. All right, so that's what he spoke about over there. He spoke about the charge cooler. I want to go forward a little bit. So, that looks nasty. Talk to us about that picture that we just saw now. That's when you just started building it. Was that about, 5 years ago when you just started building the car?
No, that was actually recently. That was when we swapped to turbocharge. So that purple you see in the engine bay, that was with the 16-valve NA engine that we did.
Okay.
And we took that out and I just decided, you know, let's just make it everything new.
Okay.
So basically we stripped that whole car out to the bone.
Yeah. And a couple of other pictures I want to go back into here quickly. So I'm just going to fly through these quickly. So this is at the beginning of stripping the car. I see you got the window out. And there's somebody, who's this old man at the back here with a torch? Who's that?
That's Brandon.
Brandon from Profit.
Helped us out. Helped us out with the cage, the full cage.
Yeah. So, I was gonna ask. So, are you running a full cage in the car? It's not a half cage. It's full all the way around.
No, that's a full cage. Yeah.
All right.
Because I anticipated going fast, you know, and I didn't want to kill myself. So
of course
we just did that one time. Yeah.
And at the same time, look, if you're gonna build a half, you might as well just do full, and it's done because you knew where you were going with the car. You knew what the purpose of the car.
Yeah. And to do that afterwards, you know, after you've built the car, to do a cage is a bit of an issue.
Yeah, of course. I'm looking at your spare wheel well over here. What's underneath this aluminium checker plate? I see you've got it in there. Is that, are you holding your fueling system in there? What you got in there?
No, that's basically, the wheel well's basically cut out because we have the fueling system bolted underneath that.
Underneath it, okay. All right, I'm with you. So the plate is fixed basically, or can you lift that plate up to get access to the fuel?
No, it's bolted in now.
Okay, so you'd work on the fuel from the bottom of the car.
Well, a fueling system in terms of the fuel pump is underneath it and the filters, but you know, that's before we actually fitted the tanks and things. So the tanks are actually in the boot.
I've got you.
Yeah.
Just go this one. This is when you started making the inside. I really like what you did. That red and green offset each other. It looks really, really good. What inspired you to make the engine bay that luminous neon green?
Before it was kind of purple, so I looked at doing something else, and then I saw a Honda with that color in it.
No,
I really liked it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
So
Honda on the internet.
Your engine bay is Honda inspired.
Yeah, I guess so. The color is actually from a Ford Focus RS.
Okay. Oh yeah. I can see it now.
That green, yes, it's that green. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where it came from.
Okay, that looks awesome. Let's just go back into that quickly. So so that's the inside. So we've slowly got the box coming in now and up. This is when you would start to drop everything in.
This was in the process of building the branch, or let's call it turbo manifold.
Okay, I've got you.
Yeah. This one Sean Zurich did for us.
Okay. He's just magic on every single motor that's out.
Yeah, no, that guy's a fabrication magician.
Yeah, no,
you can just do anything.
Absolutely. I've got more of that over there. And that's for the most part. Look at all this. Oh my word, look at this manifold. Look at the plumbing on this thing. It's insane.
No,
that is some crazy work.
People look at that that's the first thing you see. I mean,
yeah, dude, it takes your attention. It's quality workmanship, and It's all stainless steel. That'll basically last you forever. You're never going to have an issue with that there.
No, that's brilliantly made, yeah.
Let me just go here. There's Uncle Brandon again. Interior wise, right? I'm looking at, so you got the OMP seat, and that's basically it. There's nothing else in the interior other than that OMP seat over there. Which steering wheel are you running?
That is also an OMP, but I've now replaced it with something flatter because I've got a
Okay.
quick release on there.
Okay.
The car still got some carpet in it because
Really?
people laugh at me, but it kind of, yeah, it just makes it feel better for some. I don't like the blickness inside.
Yeah. Well, that car
So
is so
that
loud. There's a clip that we're going to play a bit later, and that car is so extremely loud. Does the carpet even help?
I think it does. I mean, it's
Really?
got the roof liner as well still in it.
Wow. Well, okay,
Yeah.
wow. That's, dude. You can probably shave an extra split second of your car. Just take those two things out.
Yeah.
You could do a 10-2 just by taking that out and spending no money.
Probably.
And we got your fuel tank management system that you've got that you handle for Cape Town.
Yeah.
And then here's one of the shots from Killarney running left lane. Big shout out to our guys, our homie Darren from Cape Town's finest. And this was at bragging rights, wasn't it?
Possibly. I think so.
Yeah, because you said you're not running the wheelie bar over here.
No.
Okay. That's another picture from you doing a young burnout off the line.
Yeah.
So it's also from there, and we'll come back to that in a few minutes. We got a couple of clips there. So talk to us. I saw that on the one clip, on some of the clips you've got a parachute on the back,
yes.
And you've got the wheelie bar as well. Sometimes you run the wheelie bar, sometimes you don't. What does the wheelie bar actually do? It's a front wheel drive car. Explain this to me.
Yeah, so with a front wheel drive car, you want, as much weight and load on the front wheels, obviously, to have traction. The wheelie bar just helps so that the back of the car doesn't transfer the weight, to the back. So the front doesn't lift up. So we use that to keep the car from lifting up in front. Yeah.
This next clip is you doing a run. Let me just see if I can play this. Hold on for me. I think this is you doing a run at Killarney.
Yeah.
I want everybody to see how you shift here because we're going to get into this now. So holding, launch, and there you go. Oh, this thing sounds brutal. And it's all done.
Yeah, that's it.
that's what you get for months and months of work.
10 seconds, that's it.
That's all you get, 10.3 seconds. So
that's all you get.
And that is months. Late nights, early mornings, lots of money to get that.
Sometimes you don't even get that.
You
break on the line.
That's sad. That is sad. So talk to us about the braking. Well, I left the section for last, so everybody would have noticed the way you were shifting. Obviously, there's not a full-on sequential box, and you explained this to me early on. Give us a story behind the gearbox. What gearbox are you running?
So it's a O2A/O2J gearbox, which also comes out of the Mark IV 1.8 turbo, the GTI. But obviously it's got modified parts inside it. So it's got a straight cut dog shift or dog engagement gear set, which allows you to do clutchless shifting, much like you heard from Rudy.
Yeah.
So that's what we're running, So that's why I can just pull the lever without clutching.
Okay. But you're also mentioning that's been sort of the thorn in your side for as long as you've been doing 10.3s and maybe even before that. That it's that particular component that keeps giving you a problem.
Yeah, the gearbox, the flanges where the CVs bolt onto the inners, they're not that strong as we've come to learn. So they just snap off. So that's been our downfall.
Okay. And do you think that before we get back into the gearbox, the tire that you are running on the front, which tires are you running on the front?
That is a 24.5 by 9.5 13-inch M&H.
Now, the reason I ask is the bigger those tires, the more traction you're going to put down. The more traction you're going to put down on a track that's got track bite on it, there's obviously when you're launching, and if you launch hard and all of those straight cut gears and everything engages, there's a lot of strain on those parts.
Yeah.
Is that sort of what's affecting the gearbox? Is that sort of what's starting to break things? I mean, all that traction and just no give and everything just goes straight down and snaps to this point.
You start off by, once you break a CV, you get stronger CVs. You break a shaft, you get stronger shafts.
Yeah.
So it just finds the next weakest point,
Yeah.
So we've kind of beefed up everything else, but now the flanges start to break. But the gearbox, the way it engages gears, launching, stuff like that, that also plays a big role in
Sure.
breakages and how
Okay.
it actually breaks.
All right.
So yeah, we're going back to the drawing board.
Okay. Well, going back to the drawing board. So the past 3 or 4 outings that you've been on, where was the track where you've done, I mean, you've done, call it consistent 10 threes. I mean, you've backed it up several times. It's not that you've done it once and you haven't done it again. It's something that you've been able to replicate over and over and over. And I asked you, is there anything more in it? I mean, can you get from the setup that you have now, engine, gearbox, tires, what you've got at the moment, can you go faster? And you said it's possible, but are you saying that the weakest link is that gearbox?
Yeah, not the gears of it per se. It's more the drive shaft flanges that snap off.
Okay.
So yes, we could modify them and maybe make billet parts, but it's probably not going to last very long as well. So we decided to change out the gearbox for something stronger.
Okay, so you're changing the entire gearbox.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Is that a Corona mod? Is that all happening now?
It's a very expensive Corona mod.
Oh my Lord! Are you going to let us know what you're getting, or is that going to be a surprise?
No. Look, I've sold 2 boxes so that I can buy one.
You sold two for one. Okay.
That makes no sense, but yes, that's what I've done.
Well, listen, if it's going to be stronger and it's something that's going to work, it does make sense. I mean, you want longevity. You don't want to, because ultimately you're going to keep on going out. You're going to keep on breaking parts. You're going to keep on repairing it. That bill adds up eventually.
No, it does,
get what you need when the fact that you can, that obviously makes sense. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it does next time out, because if the gearbox was what's holding you back from calling it, I don't want to say high 9s, very low 10s, but if you can do a 10-1, 10 flat, it was worth getting. It's definitely worth
That's
getting.
correct,
Because every split second costs a stupid amount of money. Every single split second. The thing is, once you get there, once you get to 10 flat or 9.9, then what?
Yeah, it takes a lot to just go 0.1 of a second, 0.2 of a second.
Yeah.
So this is what we do. So we can't really blame anybody. This is what we do.
Yeah, no, this is what you spend your weekends and nights doing.
Signed up for.
I want to share another thing here quickly. Give me 1 second. I think there's a clip that I've got with your car on the dyno. Hold on for me. Wait, let's play this one quickly. This is also a run. I'm not too sure. This is a clip that you've sent me. It's just one that you had on WhatsApp, so we really don't know who to attribute the clip to, who to give props to. But let's just play this quickly. This is obviously not dragging rights because you've got the wheelie bar on here.
Well, actually, I think this is bragging rights. I must have been mistaken. So bragging rights we had the wheelie bar, and previously the previous events we didn't. So this must be bragging rights.
Okay.
Sorry. But the wheelie bar was also built by Sean Zuri, so he helps us out with a lot of our cars. We have a nice team. I call them a team because everybody does everything for everybody else.
For sure.
We all help each other. So
here we go. Oh, bogged.
Yeah.
And off you go. That car seems to go straight, guy.
Yeah, so that was a 10-3 with a bog. So, that's what we've been dealing with. The car bogs and we still do a 10-3. So
wow.
It's definitely, can do better.
For sure. And well, I was saying earlier, the car goes straight. Do you find yourself fighting the car at all? Or are you pretty confident that you just hold on and this car's going to go? Or do you have to pedal through a few sticky occasions every now and again?
In the beginning, when we first put the car on the track, it was almost very scary to drive.
Really, was it a dog?
Almost, but it was scary to drive because the back was moving around.
Yeah.
So then we sorted out suspension and alignment and stuff, and now the car is quite stable.
Okay. Talk about suspension and run us through what you're using in there on your suspension.
It's nothing special really. I'm using cheap coilovers, unfortunately.
Okay. But they work though. I mean, look what the car's doing now.
Yeah.
So it's not always that money has to be the deciding factor. Sometimes if you know how to work a certain component, it doesn't have to be the most expensive thing out there.
Yeah. Look, a better brand will definitely be better,
Mhm.
but unfortunately, this is what we have,
Mm.
and we gotta make it work.
Yeah, for sure. And spend money on the gearbox rather.
Yeah.
There's this last clip that I've got here is of you on the dyno. I want to see this one. Okay, so this is on your dyno, right?
That's right.
Okay, I can show everybody. If everybody just looks outside your door, it's nighttime. That's when all
That's
of
right.
this. That's when all of this shit goes down. Not during the day. Let me just play
Yeah,
this.
we can. That's when we can make it noise.
Oh God, that this thing revs forever. What is
It
this
does.
motor rev to?
We're aiming it to 9.2 at the moment.
Okay, that's quite a bit.
It can go more.
Yeah.
Obviously, the more we boost it, the more it's going to want to rev. But at the
Yeah.
moment, with a certain boost we're running,
Mhm.
that's where we can rev it without issues. Yeah.
All right. So while I've got you here, let's go through some of your friends. Friends.
Yeah.
So we put just so everyone knows, we put out a couple of questions to Facebook. Well, one question to Facebook. We say we're doing the podcast with you tonight, and we asked everybody, is there anything that they want to know about your car? And we spoke about a lot of it now, but you might have missed something. So I don't watch soccer, so I don't know who this is. Andre Baxi. Ask him if he ever got in touch with his lost brother. I don't know if anybody can see I don't know who this picture is. I have no idea who that is. It's some soccer player.
Yeah.
So I don't know who he's referring to then.
Apparently, he looks like me.
Does he look like you? Okay.
Apparently so.
Okay, I got you. And Niven, Japstyle Maesty wants to know, why are you so angry in this pic? I don't know.
I was probably looking at some race or something.
Probably you're looking down the track very. That's one of our pictures that I took of you, and I forget where at the track or what day it was. I think Sergio was also at the track that day, and I was just shooting everybody. Nevin also wants to know, what are your goals for the car, and will it change it to all-wheel drive? Is that ever something you do?
The goal for the car, we're looking to do low nines. It's very capable. It's going to take some doing here at Killarney. So we'd like to go over to Talton and see, what we can do there.
Okay.
All-wheel drive is an option. It's a big option because it kind of makes things easier to do at Killarney, because Killarney doesn't have a lot of traction.
Yeah.
So with a four-wheel drive system, you got a lot more, scope.
Okay.
So I have looked at it. We have spoken about it between the guys, and we might just do it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Benito van Wyk asks, what power are you making?
In that clip that you played earlier, that's about 399 kilowatts on 1.3 bar. Yeah.
On 1.3 bar boost. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not boosting a lot.
Okay.
But that's why we're running it, because the track doesn't really handle much more than that.
Any more than that? Of that you just started. I'm with you. Tola Daniels, when are you going big tire?
Yeah, we're trying to. I've got some 26s that I'd like to put on there, but the goal was the low nines with the 24.5 tires first. So we're going to try and finish these tires first, and then maybe swap over.
Okay. Devin Adams, why didn't he keep the dictator? And everyone else is laughing. I think we know why.
Yeah.
No. Ashley Peterson, please ask him, can we expect a low 10 or even a 9? You're already doing low 10s.
Yeah.
So I think the question is, can we expect a 9? I think we sort of answered that already. We know where you want to go. You want to be at low 9s, and you're looking at four-wheel drive, whatever else you can, and by using the small tire, just like you said now.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then Niven is just chatting to me about that, saying that you already did the 10.3s. Satish Harichan, the Opel Owens want you. Satish, no, he just wants to share the link.
Okay.
Wow. I don't even want to ask this. Does your missus ever see these messages? Does she watch these episodes?
She probably will.
Will she? I don't even know if I want to ask you this, guy. I'm just going to do it anyway, and you can no comment. Bradley writes, ask him when is he getting married, or will he wait for level 15 announcement? I'm
We're
sorry.
stuck on level 4 at the moment.
Yeah, we are level 4 at the moment. Oh, that's savage. That's savage. Ashraf Gambit Ali. You know, whenever I see Ashraf's name, I just know he's going to cause cuck all the time. All the time. I don't even mind telling that to him. He knows it. Ask him, when is he going to run the special fuels the Hondas use?
Yeah, no. Hondas are quick.
Oh my word. Stevie, I can never pronounce your name, boss. Stevie's always jumping in and he's always commenting. A lot of love out to Stevie. But I can't pronounce your surname. Andalis? Stevie Andalis?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. What flashed through his mind when the gearbox flange retired? Was that a oh shit moment?
It was a bit crazy. Yeah. I've actually got a pic. I forgot a video. I forgot to send you that. But
Okay.
yeah, it was close because see what on the gearbox that I have now or previously it had a lock diff. You know, there's no Alice.
Okay.
So once one flange breaks, there's
Yeah.
just friction on the one side. So then it will
They're
steer the
fools.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoo.
So it went for the wall.
Oh
So
my lord.
I just about missed the wall. Yeah.
I would shit myself, guy. I'm not even. I would just. That's crazy. Why the
It was
lock diff? Is it still running lock diff?
a lot of people ask me that. It's when we built that box initially. I didn't have a lot of money back then, and I still don't have money.
No, of course.
So the lock diff or the spool is what they call it was a lot cheaper than a limited slip.
Sure. And I just yeah.
And that's what we went with for them, and it's always been in there. So yeah. But now we've got an Alice. We're going for Alice this time around.
Oh, okay, cool. So have you got it in already, or is that something with the Corona mods?
That's going with the Corona mods, yeah.
Okay, cool. After lockdown, for the first race, the second race, and the third race, what are you hoping to do, or is it just R&D?
Like I told you earlier, we normally do it in steps. So we're trying to sort out the half track, you know, from the line to like 200 meters. We're trying to sort that out. Okay. So if we can get the car to launch correctly, you know, with traction and not spinning and those type of things and not braking, then you know, a 10-0, 10-1, that's what we're aiming for now, with the power that we have in it.
Okay.
And then once those things are sorted out, we can, you know, after half track, you can, you know, add as much power as you want until it starts spinning.
Sure.
So that's where we're heading. We're heading for the low tens, you know.
Okay. Dude, I think that's what we just want to see you out on track again. So I want to say thanks so much for joining us on the Boostsa podcast. It's been lekker chatting to you. Always lekker chatting to you. I just can't wait to see you guys out on track again.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for having me on the show.
Yeah, on the show. Yeah, we're gonna see what it's like. I mean, it's just basically two guys chatting about cars. That's what the podcast is.
There's a lot of these podcasts going around, so it's quite nice.
Yeah, no,
something to do.
Absolutely. I just enjoy doing them because I get to chat to guys that I mean, I couldn't come to your workshop and chat because the police are going to arrest me.
Yeah.
You know, so this is how we get to chat, and everybody else can see the conversation when they learn about the car and the drivers as well.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, man.
All right. Cheers, bud.
Oh, ciao.
And that was Jody van Square JVS tuning with his 2-liter 20-valve boosted Mk1, does 10.3 seconds on the quarter mile. As always, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you guys for tuning in and watching the Boostsa podcast. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are staying safe during lockdown. I hope you guys are keeping yourself entertained, looking after your families. It's anybody's guess when this whole thing is going to be done. So, you know, I just want all of you guys to stay safe. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you soon. And also remember to subscribe and share the video. If you don't mind sharing some love, we've got those subscribe and share links down at the bottom. Guys, thanks so much for joining in. We'll see you soon. Cheers.